Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Edwards. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Miami's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the guy they want to be, this senior running back. Big day in his last game, over 150 yards on the ground and a score. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Oh, it's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Unloads quickly, and they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go, it'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Canes are marching down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. In the red area, it's Fletcher. Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. He's got him. He's trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. Touchdown, Hurricanes. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he puts through the extra point. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Canes! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he's coming out of the end zone.
Right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs. Get that first down right now.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the left side. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And if anything, this offense has proven one thing, man. They're stubborn. Like, they're going to continue to run the football. That's who they are. That's the identity. They haven't showed great numbers, and they haven't done an elite job, but sticking with it, make this defense play honest. Now here in a 3rd and short situation, will they do it again? They'll still have 4th down afterwards, but they're being pretty stubborn with the run game.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the tight end. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Fletcher. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Might as well stick with him. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football downfield in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw.
Caught, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick release on the RPO. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Ship. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Got it. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turns it on at midfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's Mensa to throw. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. Great awareness, picks up the first down, and slides at the exact right moment. And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big look.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mensa. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. This time he's got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd down play from the gun. Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Maybe a crease. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Unleashes it. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
The throw, working that left side now. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Working that left side. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
Makes the catch. Looking for the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Canes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Miami 35, North Carolina 0.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Danced his way through traffic, pick up for 4 to the 19. Offense working from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. This game all but decided. Let's take a minute here as we get later in the season to look at the Heisman Trophy race. They had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. From the gun, give on the inside. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Under fire. He's got an open man. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Mensah looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Pulls it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Can't get him to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Unloads to the wideout. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Now improvising. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.